What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new on-course vlog as part of the Blast from the Past series. In today's video, we're going through the front nine at the world famous Exeter Country Club in Exeter, Rhode Island. One of my top favorite courses in the area that I've played. Awesome course. It's always in great condition. Can be kind of long and challenging, but the fairways are pretty open. You can usually hit driver pretty good and get yourself in play as long as you keep it from the OB. But this round was recorded on September 19th, 2022. So as I mentioned in my first episode of the Blast from the Past series, I decided to go through all of my previously recorded on-course videos in order versus bouncing around back and forth between older footage, newer footage, that kind of thing. All these videos that you're seeing are brand new, completely unreleased, so we're going through these for the first time, and I think it'll be really cool to see my progression of my golf game as time went on here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it on the first hole, which is a par 4 350-yard hole. First hole here at Exeter, you can see the layout on the right, taking driver off this tee. Lost it a little bit to the right here. Usually you try to be towards that tree on the right and the bush on the left. Caught the tree, bounced down. Left us with 124 yards. This is a punch 4-iron here. Trying to get a feel for a low punch shot, not try to catch the tree. Safely got it out back into play. Rolling out here a bit. You can see the conditions of this course are just unreal with the fairways and the greens. 26 yards now. This is a 56 degree. Really grabby, thick grass here. Trying to get a feel for it once again. Up and onto the green. Usually relatively quick greens, pretty firm. Rolling out a touch. We have a putt here for par. Rolling it up, tracking, and just miss on the low side. Looking to clean up for bogey. Safely get it to drop, in with a 5 bogey for the opening hole. Second hole, par 5, 530 yards from the white tees. Flare this one out to the right. Yelled 4 over there. I wasn't sure if it was going to quite get to the other fairway over there on the next hole. Got caught up in those trees. Punch 4-iron here now, going underneath and through these trees, trying to get back into play. No collider checks on these. Safely back out. There was actually a guy over here on the next hole saying that was pretty well done. I said, yeah, better be lucky than good. We got 171 to the middle here, 187 to the back. I'm hitting a 7-iron. Decent strike, kind of over the top still. These are my older clubs, but fading right at the pin. Actually worked out really well. Got about 7 feet or so for birdie. Rolling it up, and we get it to drop. Birdie on the second hole brings us back to even through 2. Third hole, par 3, 190 yards. I had 192 to the middle, 209 to the back. This is a 5-iron. Once again, flare this out right. I yell 4. The next tee box is back there. Luckily, there's some room back there. I was able to find it. 52 yards now. This is a 52 degree. Trying to go back up onto that hill. Try to land it soft. Shots away. We hit the green. Fortunately, it rolled out. So now we are chipping 3 into a par 3 from just into the thick stuff over here. Little bump and run. Pretty well judged. Just missed the pin. Looking to clean up for bogey here after I pick up all my clubs. Get it to drop. Bogey there on the third hole, so now we are 1 over through 3. Fourth hole, par 5, 510. Driver off of this. Dogleg right, you want to be towards the right, which I am not. Pull it left, and it's drawing on top of it right into the trees. You can actually see a tree branch fall down over there. 250 yards out. I'm just trying to go punch 8 iron here. Trying to clear some brush away. Not the cleanest look here, but we are playing it as it lies. And we chunk it. Don't get it out. Looking to see if the camera's still in frame. We're going to give this a go. Another punch 8 iron. Try to get back out into play. Second attempt. We did get it to go. Now we've got 171 to the middle, 159 to the back, 159 to the front, 186 to the back. This is an 8 iron away. Lost it a bit right. Got a generous kick to the left. Actually hit the hill and bounced pretty good. Rolling the putt, we get it to drop. In for a par. Fifth hole, par 3, 196. This is a 7 iron. Really sculled, thin, low runner. Not very good contact. Could have been in worse spots though. Looking to just get it back up onto the green here. Apologies for the camera angle. And I thought I had the flag in there. I in fact did not. So this is going to cut off, but I 2-putt from here. So I lagged this up. I think it was actually a pretty close putt. Happened to lip out, or it was close. And then we 2-putted for a bogey there. 6-hole par 4, 360. Again, sorry about the angle. I remember this day there was a bunch of maintenance guys, groundskeeper crew, all around the different holes. So I didn't want to ruffle any feathers and bring my cart and the camera up onto the tee box. So lost this one a little bit right. Hit it decent though down there by that tree down the hill. Punch 8 iron once again here. Pretty decent drive, pretty unfortunate spot for it to land. Kind of top it, but back out into play. 73 yards to the middle here, 93 to the back, pins in the back. We have a 52 degree. Up in the air. Safely onto the green. Probably 15, 20-foot putt here. Leave it short. Trying to clean up. Get it to drop. In for a bogey 5. 7th hole coming up, par 4, 420. Again, apologies for the angle. This one was headed left along the tree line and the rock wall over there. Left me with 254. This is a 4 hybrid. Top it. Goes right into that tree limb there. Ran through. Now we have 135 to the middle. This is a pitching wedge. This hole is actually pretty long. It's straight uphill. Could almost be a par 5. Pull this one a little bit left. You can see it bounce there. 56 degree from off the green. Thought I judged it pretty well, but again, these greens can be slippery. The ball just does not stop. Rolls all the way off to the other side. Not my best effort there. Putter here, trying to cozy it up after seeing how quick that thing was. Top the putter, barely get it back onto the green. Shot 6 there, still cannot get that to go. And we do a one-hand tap in for a triple bogey 7 on the 7th hole. Eighth hole, par 4, 370. Pretty cool tee box here. Elevated tee box down the hill. Looking to play something out to the middle, which I do not do. Pop it up way left. Looking to see where it comes down. Not very happy. You can see my discontent by the very subtle driver slams there. 135 here to the middle. This is a pitching wedge. Flare once again out to the right. I was really battling back in the day. Slice fades with a lot of the clubs. Right into the bunker. 56 degree here. Not the best out of the bunker, but pretty happy I got that out. Relatively clean shot onto the green. About a 20-25 foot putt here. Rolling it up. Again, pretty quick downhill. Leave it a touch short. Looking to clean up for bogey. Tap it in. And onto the 9th hole. Par 4, 400 yards. Again, sorry about the angle. Start this one to the right, kind of a low line drive over by those trees. Looks bad, but it's actually not too bad of a spot to be. 159 to the middle here, 173 to the back. This is a 9-iron. These were back in the day with the Rocket Blades clubs, a little more game improvement loft jacked. Pretty good shot here. Onto the green. Give ourselves a birdie putt here. Long way home. Rolling it up. Misread the break a little bit, thought that was going to turn more. Looking to try to get this to go for par. A little bit bumpy on the putt, and we get it to drop. So, par on the 9th hole, all in all, gives us a 43 7 over for the front 9. And there you have it, folks. So, all in all, 7 over 43. Definitely have played worse here. This is not the easiest course in the world, but for almost 3 years ago, from how my game has improved, I was probably pretty happy with the 43 back in the day. But like I mentioned at the beginning, I think it'll be pretty cool seeing all my on-course rounds that I have recorded and I need to edit, seeing the progression of my game going from the highs, the lows, the ups and downs, and generally slowly but surely progressing as we get going. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, try to keep these a bit shorter and sweeter. As we get going here, as we get closer to present time, I started to go with the on-course mic, and I also incorporated my Garmin golf watch. So we'll be getting some distances, some accurate distances for all the shots, and some on-course commentary. But wrapping this one up, really appreciate the support. Shout out to the members. And like always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.